What up, Knicks fans? What up, YouTube? Yo, King Speech Bro right now is ready to spit and rant. And, look, it's clear why I'm on YouTube. It's clear why I really want to try to get a platform that, does something, right? Whether I'm big or stay small like this, whether I get to 10,000 or 10 million subscribers, followers, whatever. I'm on YouTube for a certain reason, and that's really to spit facts. I'm a fan like everybody else, and everybody else in the media, they're fans too. They love the game. I envy them that they get to pay for a living, they get to talk sports. But wow, oh wow. Look, at this point I realize Knicks for clicks, I'm 100% sure that Knicks for clicks is a thing, right? I'm also 100% sure that a lot of the sports talk media that you see, these sports talk shows, they're scripted. They're scripted. The guys on there, the personalities on there are told what to say. Just like WWE, they're told what to say. I mean, WWE, they really have they're told what to say, they're told how to say it. There's no doubt about it. And this is why I caution Knicks fans. Stay away from national media. Don't listen to anybody that's national media. Don't listen to anybody who ain't get their start or their bones in New York. Now, I just watch, and again, look, they tell me I don't do enough Knicks content, even though I have a Knicks segment, right? My Knicks segment gets the lowest interaction, but I still do it. I still do it because that's the team I care about the most in all of sports. Period. The Knicks. And they're probably the one team that I've never witnessed a championship, give me a championship. All the rest of my teams, I've witnessed giving me a championship. Even New York Rangers, right? I was there in '94. I was a Rangers fan. Brian Leach, Mark Messier, right? Mike Richter, Jeff Bookaboom. Okay? But every one of my other teams, even the Mets in '86, yes, that was my first team, and that was the first first sports event that I witnessed and cared about. Okay? So I became a Mets and a sports fan from looking at what happened in '86. I was 7. Yeah. So that was 40 years ago. Yeah. So, here we are, right? The Knicks on the midst of a playoff. The Knicks won the last 2 games for the first time in the history of the New York Knicks. 80 years, we won back-to-back playoff games by 15 or more points. So the Knicks are used to grinding out. In the Patrick Ewing era, all those sweeps in the first round, we have never won back-to-back playoff games by 15 points. Right? And so this is why I caution any Knicks fans that watch me or rock with me or view me somehow or know me. Stay away from the national media. Stay away from the national media. It's scripted. It's scripted. And there's no look, I happen to watch Gil's Arena, right? And this is I guess certain shows, Skip Bayless' show. I don't know if I don't think I've seen a Gil's Arena whenever I do tune in with Skip and Gil on there at the same time, right? So I don't know. Maybe once that happened. I don't know, to be honest. So it's pretty evident that the show is pretty scripted, right? And I'll tell you why. So Skip Bayless sits there trying to be all cool, trying to be the main guy in the room on a panel full of former NBA players. Every other person other than the moderator has been on that show. On that show is played in the NBA, right? So he's there holding court and telling, the first one that gets to talk, he talks uninterrupted, and he sits there and he says that the Knicks are fool's gold. I quote, the Knicks are fool's gold, and the Hawks will win in 7. They will win in 7. Now, I want you fellas to keep in mind, right? That show was sponsored by Underdog Betting, right? Underdog is basically running that show. So keep that in mind, because Skip Bayless, and again, I don't know if you listen to his basketball opinions. He's not good. He's good at getting people to watch him, and he's good at getting people to hate him or whatever. But he's not really that keen on actually talking the sport of basketball, or talking any sport for that matter. The guy that told you Tim Tebow was going to be a big-time fucking quarterback, okay? Or not necessarily a big-time quarterback, but he was going to change the game with his ability to make plays, right? Remember that? You remember that, Griff? Way back in what, 2011, 2012? The Tim Tebow thing? Okay. Tim Tebow, last I saw Tim Tebow, he's playing minor league baseball for my New York Mets. Can't make this shit up. Oh boy. Oh man. Jets even picked him up hoping he would do something, right? Okay, cool. He proceeds to say that the Hawks will win in 7. Again, remember I said the underdog thing. For you guys that think that Skip Bayless is an expert on anything, some of you guys would actually go out, and I'm sure right now the Hawks probably have like negative 1,100 on their to win the series. They're probably like plus 1,100. Plus 1,100 or minus 11. When you minus, you're the favorite. So they're plus 1,100, meaning if you bet $100, you'll probably get $1,100, right? So if you bet, somebody actually saw somebody in the comments of them saying, I bet Knicks is 6. I put $10,000 on it. Okay. I'm sure that probably was the consensus highest, the lowest odded bet, and looked like it, if the Knicks do what they're supposed to do on Thursday, that young gentleman will collect. But you're gonna listen to Skip, because I want y'all to understand this, right? I want y'all to, I know I'm kind of going on, not getting right to it. It's one thing to say the Knicks are fool's gold and the Hawks are going to win this series. It's another thing to then explain why, right? And it makes absolutely no sense. The first thing he did was he said, well, the Knicks played last night, and Jalen Brunson, I looked at the box, and this tells you, that man didn't watch none of the game. He didn't watch, maybe he watched a highlight or two, but he didn't watch that game. The Knicks and the Hawks have been the most exciting series up until Game 4. There were no blowouts. There were no 20-point leads. The Knicks had a lead of over 30 last night, right? They won the game by 29 points. Now, the last game they won, they led it by as many as 24, and I think they won by 15 points. Everything he's saying is showing that the Knicks are a better team, yet he's picking the Hawks. And the first thing he does is, again, basically reveals to himself all he did was watch the box score. He did not watch any of that game, because the only points he was making is that the Knicks out-rebounded the Hawks 48-27. Usually a team that's out-rebounding is, well, I guess what he's saying is the Hawks gave no issue, but the problem is he didn't watch the game. The next point he makes is he counts the fact that Jalen Brunson took 23 shots and the highest Knicks took 8 shots. Let's see, here's where a fool who thinks that Skip Bayless is an expert and think these players are actually watching games, because Charles Barkley and them, another one, Barkley and Shaq did not watch any of the Knicks-Hawks game, because in their mind, they're too. This game isn't good. I get it. Basketball, current basketball, is pretty tedious. I get it, right? A guy like Shaq and Barkley who played down low in the paint, watching all these 3-point shots, watching all this, I get it. But you do get paid a job to go out there, watch these games and analyze, but they don't watch it, right? Again, Skip Bayless did not watch the game, because to sit there and tell me that Jalen Brunson taking too many shots when he scored 39 points. He got 39 points on 23 shots. I don't know how else you get 20. I mean, the most shotless way of taking of getting 39 points is either taking, let's just say you take 10 shots, all threes, and you make all 10 of them. You get 30 points, and you get 9 points in line. Now, it's funny, if you took 10 shots, all threes, very hard to get 9 free throws at the line. So let's just say, let's do it more realistically. You take 12, you take 10 shots, you got to take more shots now, right? You take 14 shots. You go 12 or 14. And a lot of your, okay, so you go 12 or 14, you get 10 threes, you get all 3-pointers you make. I don't understand how efficient you have to be to score 39 points on 14 shots, right? And you're 2 for 4 inside the arc, but you also get what? You're 2 for 4 inside the arc. You also get 7 free throws, right? Maybe that makes sense. 7 free throws, because a couple of your shots were and ones. Maybe you got a 3-4 point play a couple of times. I don't know. And you wind up with 7 free throws. That's the most realistic way. Again, you have to go 10 for 10 from downtown. But how else do you score 39 points? Again, this man did not watch 1 second of the game, and you know he didn't. Because if you saw that game, you understand, what about Brunson taking 23 shots? Any Knicks fan that wanted, if you didn't watch the game, say so. Because the Knicks put on a fucking clinic last night. They put on a clinic. They pretty much played a very competitive first half, right? They played a competitive first half, and in the second half, at the end of the first half, they could have been a 23-point lead. I think they could have got as many as 23, and the Hawks were down 13, I believe, at the half. And if you saw the halftime interview, Carnegie Towns said, and I'm glad it, because he's showing he does have leadership. He said that because they wanted to glaze him about the defense, and he said, "Oh, we finished the half poorly. We got to get back in and talk about this and come back out and obviously the Knicks in the second half beat the brakes out of the Atlanta Hawks. Look, the Knicks have beaten the Atlanta Hawks. I mean, again, game 1, the Knicks had led by as many as like 16, 17. Won that, Hawks came back, made it like a 10-point game at the end. I think they got in the fourth quarter as close to 6, maybe 8, right? Second, Knicks led the majority of that game, pretty much was wire to wire, and blew the game at the end, having a terrible fourth quarter, right? And getting nothing out of the bench, having a terrible fourth quarter. Game 3, Knicks were getting beat, and this is the whole one game, the most impressive game the Hawks played so far, right? And the Knicks still had a 3-point lead with under a minute to play. And then basically, we saw the Jalen Brunson air ball, the two possessions where Jalen Brunson went nut. And this is where Jalen Brunson had his low point of the series, where Knicks fans were, again, in Kendrick Perkins, when Knicks fans got on Jalen Brunson. And I know some Knicks fans go overboard with it, talking about we don't need Brunson, right? You're the guy that said the Hawks were going to win this series. You're the guy that said the Knicks don't have a chance of beating Boston even if we won. So, do you believe it? Do you believe in Big Body Brunson still or not? What's the deal? You tell me. You tell me, because I don't know really kind of what you're on. One minute, like, again, this is Knicks for clicks. We get it. I called Big Perk out earlier when he got basically trying to stick to the script that your producers are writing you, you got washed by your man from Detroit. I keep forgetting the guy's name. I don't watch their programming. I just see the clips. But he watched you. He had you stuttering because you couldn't make, like, instead of just reporting the fucking facts and making analysis based off of that, they pay y'all to read off a script. Oh yeah, the Knicks can't, but no, the script writer is not being logical. Okay, so pretty much, I mean, look, when the Knicks wanted, we wanted Brunson to pass the rock. Yeah, some Knicks fans, oh yeah, we got to get Brunson out of here, and I get it. This is why I'm here. I try to be the stoic Knicks fan. Stop listening to the fucking national media. Trust me, I know when you do. Because the national media is mind-numbing you. Skip Bayless is an agent. Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas, he's another agent. Even Perkins, who claims to go off the cuff, he's another one. Reading off a script. When did the Boston Celtics, what did they do? Win a championship 2 years ago? And they get knocked off by the very team who, mind you, are objectively better this year. Won more games, play better against over 500 teams. Beat y'all last year when you were better. The Knicks, you were better. The Knicks were worse, but the Knicks beat y'all. So to sit there and say, okay, you can sit there and tell me, okay, winning 56 games versus the Knicks 53 means that Boston should be the favorites. Yes, they'll have home court as well, right? Cool. But to sit there and tell me the Knicks cannot beat the Boston Celtics is fucking idiotic. Sorry. And yes, I reserve the right to curse on my channel. I'm telling you, man, it's bad. It really is bad. It really is bad. But every reason, like Skip Bayless told you that the Hawks will win in 7, then proceeded to talk basketball and basically highlight how the Knicks are playing better. Jalen Brunson, look, we all know that Jalen Brunson is the number 1 gunner on the Knicks. If you watch the game, you understand that Karl Anthony Towns, while only taking 7 shots, did so much more. You're not getting it. First of all, right? So, thank God for Rashad McCants because he saved it. And this is the other Knick bandwagon fan, but I think he stays true to what he knows about the game. And I'll give Rashad McCants second. I don't think Rashad McCants is out there to go viral as much. And you know what? He winds up going viral because he's not out there to go viral. Lo and behold, how that works. He's not trying to go viral, therefore he's going viral. And he deserves it. He deserves it when he does, because he actually makes sense when he talks on that panel. Nick Young. I gotta get Nick Young, and I don't want to forget him. This motherfucker has done nothing but been high since whatever team he played for last. Like I'm guessing Golden State, maybe. The Knicks, I like what Atlanta's doing. They lost by 30. How could you like what a team is doing that lost by 30? Please, sir, make that make sense. The team lost by 30. I like what Atlanta's doing. Now, did he point out what Atlanta was doing? Of course not. Did he point out the positives in Atlanta? Atlanta's won 2 games in this series, right? They won it by 1 point. And in both games, the Knicks had a chance to shoot for the win. The Knicks had multiple chances to hit the game-winning shot in the 2 games that Atlanta won. So what do you like that they're doing, right? This is where people who talk trash to me and they get like, bruh, the Knicks are winning, right? They're up 3-2, but you tell me the Knicks suck. Yet a team that won 47 games like Atlanta is our first-round opponent. The fact that we're not sweeping them, even though we suck, means we're getting beat. We should, like, I can tell you that I agree. The Knicks should have been the clincher of the series last night. Only it wasn't. And since it wasn't, the Knicks have to go to Atlanta and play game 6. The Knicks gifted 2 games. Here's the deal. Even if you look at the stat sheet, you can see that the Knicks have oh my God, bro. They have the best 3 players in the series. So now, Skip Bayless's strategy that Orlando has to do is take Brunson out. Do you think they haven't tried? They have the defensive player of the year runner-up, and I'm guarantee you he's probably going to be an All-NBA defender this year at worst, and probably a finalist for defensive player of the year again. And Dyson Daniels, he is getting worked. He has been getting worked by Jalen Brunson. So what is the strat? What are we going to do? We're going to stick CJ on him? I don't know if you realize every time Brunson got seated, I know CJ had three good games in the series. 2.5 really. The first half of game 3, he's been taken out since then. Game 4, non-factor. Game 5, non-factor. He had 6 fucking points. But okay. So what are they gonna put Nah? And he said, make someone else beat you. It's Skip Bayless. You're reading the stat sheet, right? Do you not realize the Knicks have 2 other players dropping 50 points a game, 20 points a game, on plus 50% field goal percentage? This was Jalen Brunson's first efficient game last night. This was his first efficient game. I hate using the word efficient, by the way. For anybody that knows me, I hate using that word. But okay, since you use it, since people use it, I'll explain it in people's terms. He was efficient last night. He was efficient. He shot 14 out of... He took 23 shots, he made 14 of them. The Knicks shot 60% almost, 57% for the game. This is what bringing in garbage time players, Jeremy Sohan, the whole 9. This is what taking a bunch of threes. The Knicks made a great percentage of their threes, so they were cooking on all cylinders. You're watching... Oh, God, man. I'm sorry that I'm getting frustrated because I really want to word this perfectly, but I'm just spitting off the dome. There's so many, there's so much stupidity out there, bro. I'm telling you, these guys get paid millions and cannot sit down and watch the game that they're trying to explain to you. They make millions. I'm going to say it again. They make millions, yet they don't have the decency to sit down and explain the game, watch the game that they're explaining to you. And this is what, those of us who stream, those of us who subscribe to their services, this is what we deal with, right? So, look, I'm going to end it right here, but it's bad. It's bad, man. It really is. It's bad. It's bad. I already know this, right? Shout out to y'all on board because y'all worded a lot more perfectly than I have in this video. But yeah, man, this is why y'all do y'all, and I do me. I would love to collaborate with all ball guys like that more often. I would love for them to do call-ins and shit. I'm a fan of theirs. When I watch them, basically my first time watching them, I subscribed to them. I supported their channel. I've been supporting their channel since, monetarily, super chats. Was a member the first day I watched. I said, okay, you guys are doing some good shit here. And I became a member the first day I watched them. All right? This is why we're on YouTube, because the people, other than the local, the rest of these guys are just horrible at it. They're horrible at it, and especially when it comes to the Knicks. There's this Knicks for clicks. That is a real thing. They have to, because they know it's two things. You're actually, like I said, with Skip Bayless's little bullshit, it's two things that he's doing. A, he's getting people to vote, to actually bet for the freaking Atlanta Hawks, and whatever odds it is, and I'm sure that'll make underdog. So bet on underdog, and that'll make the rest of these gambling sites some money, a grip. But he's also doing the Knicks for clicks things, that they'll probably clip it up. Oh yeah, Hawks are gonna win in 7. Come on, man. Come on, guys. Use your brains. Don't let this national media bullshit mind them, you guys. Please don't come to me with it when anything is a national media, because I'll know when you use a horrible national media take. So all right, guys. Peace.